All right, so we're gonna go right ahead and jump in to decorating their living room. Now, my parents have a very um what's the word? Simplistic, I think would be the word to use. They have a very simplistic approach to life in general. Um and they don't do as much glam as I do. They're very simple people. Um, doesn't matter about how much money they have or how much money they've ever made. They just tend not to do the most when it comes to um, not decorating, but just life in general. They just tend not to overdo it or overexert themselves or feel like they have to impress. They've never been those kinds of people. That's just not who they are. So making their space is actually gonna be, I want to say, pretty easy. No, I don't like the way that looks. Um, but then at the same time, I want to say it's gonna be rather challenging because they are so simple, and I don't want anything that I do to look over the top. But then at the same time, it's my parents' house. So I don't want it to look tacky either. And the way that I've done this is that I just made this like as if my parents, um, lived here in Georgia, what I believe their place would resemble. Um, Now they do own property other places. Um, they own property in lots of places. But I don't. Well, I wouldn't say that Georgia's somewhere where they absolutely wouldn't go or they wouldn't be or whatever, because I. Oh shoot! This fireplace has a. Huh. This fireplace. I can't use this fireplace because this fireplace has a. Shit. Um. Oh, darn it. Oh, that's really pretty setup. Okay, so what I realized is I can't use this fireplace because it has the mirror on top. That means I'm gonna have to find something that is just as elegant. Yeah, that works. With no. Okay. Oh, golly, that's huge. Uh. Okay. Alright, so. Wow. Alright. Now, the thing about my unit, it has a breakup of tile. I don't think that their unit would have the two different types of tile. Um, they could. Um, they could do it that way. I just don't think that they would. Uh, So I just want something that is tasteful, you know? This is going to be very, very difficult because they don't do clutter. They don't do grand gestures. They don't do, anything that you would even consider to be grandiose. They just don't do it. And that's neither a negative or a good thing. I just think that as a builder of my magnitude, that's a very tough thing to do. Is to build simplistically. Is that is that the best way to put that? I think it is. I am not a simplistic, it's okay, I'll use this little lamp instead of this big one type of person. I like everything to be large and in charge, and I like things to very much make a statement. I'm all about a statement piece, and they are just not that kind. They're just not that way. They're not those kinds of people. So this is, to say the least, probably going to be one of the hardest builds I think that I have ever done, and that I am ever going to do. This is going to be very difficult for me to keep it on the simple side. Now, my house is not totally complete. We're going to be bouncing back and forth between the two houses, um, because I'm still getting bits and pieces, to finish, my area. Um, yeah. Yeah, so it's just like we did there. Their dining room, they're used to large dining table settings. Um, and my parents have 7 children, and I am the youngest of 7 children. So to have something that's similar to something that I grew up with would be the goal. But because I know that's going to be extremely hard to recreate, no, I don't like it already. They would never do a chair with the white bottom. Not intentionally, anyhow, because all it's going to do is get dirty. And this kind of chair doesn't really match. They would never do a chair with the white bottom. They would maybe settle for this. Um, and this wood, they would make it an all-around darker finish. Yeah, that looks a lot better. Um, whew, wow. Um, how to make their space cool and edgy. The only thing that they're missing that I haven't yet put in is the bathroom, the bathroom that's down here, which would be the same way that mine is. So it would be like this. Okay. And And I don't know if... No. Oh, see, I can't even do that. Well, okay. So, I can use a lot of these same pieces because it's only the downstairs bathroom. I don't want their bathroom to be identical to mine, but I think it's an easy, what is it, an easy swap to just change the flavor of it with just a few simple pieces, like how I just changed the swatch. They wouldn't do a black toilet, they would do a simple white toilet. And see, and just like that, the look of the whole thing is different. They wouldn't do a brown door. They tend to do um uh, get all that off the screen. Okay, they tend to do white doors. I'm not sure if I like the way that looks. No, I don't like the way that looks. Yeah, they're white door people. They like white doors. I grew up with white doors my whole life. I don't know why, if there's a reason behind that, but like the bedroom doors and everything, they were all white. The front door and the back door were the only doors that had any like color to them. And the inside of the front door was a different color than every other part of the door. Um, no, their door was gray. Like that. And now I could match their kitchen door to be the same. I don't think I'm going to though. It's okay. Okay. And then now my front door is of a brown exterior. If I'm going to keep that true to real life, I don't think I would have that big of a problem keeping it, true to that. But I honestly think that I'm going to jazz it up a bit. So why the hell not? I have always liked the look of a red door. Not sure why. I just have always been into that kind of thing. I just always liked it. Okay, so I'm not sure if I would match. Yeah, why not? Okay, so these are. Now here's the thing. Hmm. Now there's a gate that goes here that comes out in real life, like as I'm going outside to the car. This actually has made me put a lot of thought and effort into this. Um, there's a lot of thought and effort into this. Like, this is not like a what the fuck kind of build. This has put, like, I have put a lot of brain power into this. Okay, so let's get back to the inside here. All right. Um, break these. Break these walls down. Okay. All right. So, I mean, it's coming along. Let me go ahead and come out of this and save. So far it is coming, it's coming along. This is not the easiest project I have ever started. And yeah, this is just not easy. I think that this is going to be the most wild start to a series that I have ever done. And I am just so excited for this to be episode 1 of like a fresh slate, a fresh start. Uh, I can't really do the kitchen with the baby in the kitchen. Okay. So, oh, I did some of the upstairs too. I didn't even notice that. Okay, so this right here is gonna be my son's room. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this light here and we're gonna go up the stairs and we're gonna boom boom and we're gonna drop these diddly dotties everywhere. Diddly dotties, that's not what they're called, but I call them diddly dotties because they're just diddly dotty lights. They're just dot 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 diddly dotties. And we're gonna spice this up. I'm gonna put a chandelier in the middle of this little situation. Um, and mind you, this is before the windows go in. The window placement is going to be slightly different from the condo that I actually live in because I feel like in The Sims, nothing can be exact matchy-matchy. That's okay. So, my son's room is going to be this right here, and I actually in real life I have a toddler bed for him. I have a lot of things for him in the room. Now I'm gonna use this Back to the Future, I mean Into the Future crib, because I just think it looks cool. And we're gonna put him in this crib. He has a lot of Mickey Mouse decorations and whatnot, and just a lot of cool stuff in the room. I think that I did a pretty good job in real life decorating his space. Okay. And of course, he does have a TV, and he has all that, like all that a kid doesn't need but would want. My son definitely has. So I don't know. I just wanted his room to look like what I would have wanted as a child, or what I wanted and didn't have as a child. So, yeah, all these like toys and stuff. He has Mr. Snugglesworth, the futuristic toy box. Now, in real life, there is a couch and a queen size bed in this bedroom. Now, whether or not I'm actually going to add those things into the room to make this as true to what his room actually looks like in real life, I am not sure. Or if I'm going to just fill it with all the fun stuff. Now, I could very well put in the queen bed that is actually in the room, and it would take me no time at all. As you can see, I can just do that, and bam. Now, it's up against the wall like that, which means I would have to move this, which is okay, too. Okay. And it has a very boyish, well, I don't even know if the word is boyish, but it's a very masculine theme for the bed itself. And I absolutely love, what I have done to the bed. It is a red, white, and black theme for the bed. And I don't know, it just looks so boy. Yeah, it looks similar to this. It looks just like this. Let's see. And then I have white sheets on the bed, but I think that black sheets will actually look better. So I'm going to go ahead and put black sheets because I think that looks better. The frame is silver. However, because I can't get a silver frame, I'm going to make it red. Black. I'm going to make it black. And so this is what his room looks like, with the exception of the window, and which I'm going to put in the window now. With the exception of the window and the what's the word? TV. With the exception of the window and the TV. Okay. And so now the TV is on a stand like this. It's like this, like the tiniest TV that you can get. Like it's like a little 32 thing on a stand. However, this just looks absolutely ridiculous. Um, and just doesn't look right. So I'm gonna go ahead and make that adjustment and put a big TV. There's also a closet here and here in real life, but I didn't want to recreate that structure, so this is what I'm gonna do, and I'm gonna put a dresser here. And so I just think that this is just an easier little configuration for a young boy like himself to have in his bedroom. And then we have like, you know, simple upgrades that we can do, simple little things that we can do to jazz up the room, like the dresser and stuff. And you can also put an area rug, and you can jazz that area rug up to look cool and look like it belongs in the space. Okay. And you can make this rug any color you want. It would make sense for it to be, uh, or it can be a red rug. That would be really cool. And so that the red comes through because it's a Mickey Mouse themed room, we're gonna go ahead and paint the walls now. Red. Um, uh, I'm trying to make this like as Mickey Mouse as possible. Okay. And so this is what I've come up with. I'm gonna make this red, make the frame black, then make the bunny picture, make it red. And so it kind of stands out. It stands out in its own little unique way. Move that over just a tad. Move this over on the wall. And then we have, I'm not sure why it's not showing up in the middle of that wall right there. Or maybe we could just move it there. Yeah. Okay, so basically that's it. That's pretty good, so that there's absolutely no room for that couch unless I put the dresser here. If I put the dresser here, the mirror here, I don't know. Should I put the couch in? Because there is a fairly fancy couch in his room. um, that um, yeah, yeah, I can. That works. All right, so this is wonderful, guys. This is coming along great. So you take this same wall color and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna actually take it and move it up here into the upstairs hallway. And so that up downstairs matches upstairs. And my bedroom is actually in real life, it is a blue theme. It's like a dark blue situation, but we're gonna make this black just for the hell of it to fit the theme. And you'll understand why I'm doing black instead of something that's masculine and feminine is what I would typically do, but I'm not going to do that this time around. Um, and we have come to the end of our episode, guys. So, whoo, stay tuned for part 2. Um, stay tuned for episode 2. Um, and I hope you guys really did enjoy this episode. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe, hit the all button so you get notified every time I upload a new video. Stay perfectly imperfect, you guys. And I will see you guys in episode 2. Bye.